The future of development. How OpenCode is changing the way we build software. There's a quiet shift happening in the world of software development. Not just in tools, not just in trends, but in philosophy. A shift from closed systems to openness, from isolated work to global collaboration. And at the center of that shift is something called OpenCode. So what exactly is OpenCode? At its core, OpenCode represents a way of building software that is open, collaborative, and transparent. It's closely connected to the idea of open source development, but it goes beyond just sharing code. It's about how code is created, how it's improved, and how developers around the world contribute to something bigger than themselves. Let's take a step back for a moment. In the early days of software, most code was closed. Companies built products, kept their code private, and controlled everything internally. If you wanted to learn, you had very limited access. But then something changed. Developers began sharing code openly. Projects became public. Communities started forming, and collaboration went global. That was the beginning of a new era. OpenCode builds on that idea. It's not just about making code public. It's about making development a shared experience, where anyone can contribute, anyone can learn, and anyone can improve what already exists. Think about it like this. Instead of one team building in isolation, thousands of developers around the world work together on the same project. Each person brings their perspective, their skills, their ideas, and the result is something far more powerful than what any single team could build alone. But OpenCode is not just about contribution. It's also about learning. When you explore open projects, you're not just reading code. You're seeing real-world architecture, real solutions to real problems, real decisions made by experienced developers. And that accelerates your growth in a way that tutorials can't. Now, in today's world, OpenCode is evolving even further, with platforms that make collaboration easier, with tools that simplify contributions, and even with AI assisting development. The barrier to entry is lower than ever. Anyone can start. Anyone can contribute. But here's the important part. OpenCode is not just about access. It's about responsibility. Because when code is open, quality matters, clarity matters, communication matters. You're not just writing for yourself anymore. You're writing for a global audience. That means your code should be readable, maintainable, and meaningful. And this is where many developers grow the most. Because contributing to open projects teaches you things that solo work doesn't. How to collaborate, how to review code, how to accept feedback, how to improve continuously. These are real-world skills, and they are essential. Another important aspect of OpenCode is trust. When code is open, anyone can inspect it. Anyone can verify what it does. And that builds transparency, which is especially important in areas like security, infrastructure, and large-scale systems. Instead of relying on assumptions, you rely on visibility. And that creates stronger, more reliable software. But let's also be honest. OpenCode is not always easy. Contributing can feel intimidating. You might think, I'm not experienced enough. My code isn't good enough. What if I make mistakes? But here's the truth. Every experienced developer started as a beginner. And OpenCode communities are built on learning. You don't have to start big. You can fix small issues, improve documentation, refactor simple code. Every contribution matters. Over time, you build confidence. And that confidence transforms how you see yourself as a developer. Now, let's connect this to the present. In the era of AI and rapid development, OpenCode becomes even more powerful because AI can help generate code, but open communities help validate it, improve it, scale it, secure it. It's the combination of human collaboration and intelligent tools that creates the strongest systems. So OpenCode is not being replaced. It's being amplified. And if you're serious about growing as a developer, this is a path you shouldn't ignore. Because OpenCode is more than a concept. It's a mindset of sharing, learning, and building together. So if you've never explored it before, start today, browse open projects, read code, make your first contribution. It doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be a start. Because in the end, the best developers are not just the ones who write code, but the ones who contribute to something bigger than themselves. And that's what OpenCode is really about. Not just building software, but building it together.